Hello everyone and welcome back to Humble Acres. Um, so we're doing something a little different here. I bought this 1970 Toyota Land Cruiser and it's very, very rough, but mostly complete. Don't know if you know this about me, but I really like Toyotas and Toyota Land Cruisers specifically. If you look back at some of my very first videos on this channel, you would see a Toyota Land Cruiser on there. I had that one quite a few years ago and I sold it to pay for some medical bills, and I've regretted it ever since. And the day I sold it, my daughter was actually crying because she didn't want me to sell it, and it was the hardest thing to do. And now it's been quite a while. It's probably been 6 years, I think, since I sold it. So I finally found another one that I could afford. So I picked this up on Facebook Marketplace for 500 bucks. Obviously not running, very, very rusty. It needs plenty of work, but it's mostly all there, and that's what really matters. The engine's in there, it has the original straight six engine. It came with this plow too, which I am not going to leave on here. I'm going to get that off here right now. It has 3-speed manual and it's a column shift as well, which I just think is awesome. My other one that I had was a 67 and it was basically exactly the same. It had column shift, it ran and great. I repainted that entire thing. I did a lot of work to that one. But when I bought that one, I paid $3,500 for that one when I bought it, and I'll put a picture of what it looked like when I bought it right here. And then I'll put a link to the videos I have of it up here in the corner, right over here as well. But you can see how it kind of evolved, I guess. But that was kind of before I was doing a lot of videos, so I don't have a whole lot of videos of it, of me actually like doing the process of restoring it, kind of. But I just absolutely love these things. This one doesn't have a title either, but the lady that I bought it from said that they did have a title for it, and when she was dating her first husband, she said this is the vehicle that they were dating in, and that was in the 80s, she said. And this plate on the front of it says 86, so she said it was probably last registered around that point. But she said that he started plowing with it and then it kind of rotted out and then he just parked it, I guess. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. The engine is seized in it, so that's probably gonna at the very least need a full rebuild. But yeah, it's really awesome. I really love this. I'm more motivated with this than I was that F1 or the F250, just because I just really love these. I always have. I love the looks of them, of the front grille. And if any of you happened to ever see one of these with this bezel, make sure the thicker part is supposed to be at the top, not the bottom. And it drives me insane when I see them flipped over. It really is nitpicky of me, but I hate when I see them the wrong way. It drives me insane. So if you own one of these, flip that thing over. Make sure the thick part's at the top. It's how it's supposed to be. So anyway, let's get this plow off of here. And I need to take off this rear bumper, because when they were pushing it into their building, this actually got caught on something and pushed all the way underneath, and it actually snapped the rear of the frame off. So we're gonna have to be repairing the frame, which they make section pieces for the back of these frames because obviously rust was a big problem with these. So they make every replacement panel for these. Obviously they cost quite a bit of money, but every single panel on this is replaceable. So that's another plus. You can actually buy a complete full tub for these. I think I looked at it last night, it was like $12,000, so that's not gonna happen, but we're gonna replace some stuff on here. Very first thing is we're gonna try to get it running, because there's not really a point. And we need to fix the back of the frame too, because the suspension's not actually sitting on anything. The rear of the leaf springs is just pushed up. So anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get this plow off here. So I already jacked the front of the plow up, and I took the chain that was leaking from here into here off. So now I should be able to drop the jack all the way down, and it should just sit on the bed of the trailer here. And then I should be able to take these pins out and the whole front thing should come off. This part I need to take off too, but it looks like, no, actually it looks like it's just bolted on there, kind of. This is bolted on right here, but then this piece needs to come off as well, but that is actually bolted on right here, so, or not bolted on, but welded onto the frame there, so that's going to need to be cut off there eventually. But for now, let's just get the main plow off. That's going to relieve a lot of the weight off the front. All right, so I got that, both of those pins out, and I got the hoses disconnected for the hydraulics. So yeah, that should be good. This has a weird setup. It's a all hydraulic system, and on the inside here, under the hood, there's a whole hydraulic setup in here with valves, and then it has like a pump right here that runs off the accessory, and then there's a reservoir over there, and then it has these two levers that control the cylinders or the valve here that run back into the cab, and then it's these two little levers here. You pull those to adjust it, and then there's like, oh, it used to have a Warren electric winch on it apparently. That's pretty cool. So yeah, very interesting setup. I've never seen that before. I got this rear bumper off here, which was not fun. And you can see a little bit of the frame came with it. This bumper was built way too heavy and put way too much leverage out here, and then there's a hitch way out here. That's like 1.5 feet away from where the original hitch was supposed to be, and I'm sure that's what led to this frame being broken off in the back. So yeah, you can see that it's not too happy back here. Yeah, so now that I have this bumper off of here, I'm gonna try to get this off of here and into the garage. Not quite sure, because obviously the rear wheels probably aren't gonna spin sitting on the body like that. But I don't really have another choice at this point, unless I can jack up the body and put some blocks under there so it's not just sitting on the tires. But honestly, I'm pretty sure the brakes are locked up anyway, so it's really not gonna matter. So let's get to trying to get this off the trailer. Alright, so you can see here I have a rope all the way tied back to a tree there, and it's tied to the axle here, and it's untied off the trailer. So now we just have to go that way, and hopefully this will stay exactly where it's at. When I put this on here, this trailer actually like went down to the ground, so I'm hoping that it'll just kind of fall off of there. I don't know, it might not be the best idea, but I figured it probably couldn't hurt anything any more than it already is. So that's what we're gonna try. That probably worked better than I hoped it could have. I think my block fell out. Oh no, it didn't. I put a block under this side of the suspension so it would hold it up a little bit. That's why it's tilted so bad to this side, but it's off the trailer at least. Well, that's probably going to be it for this introduction to this project. I have been looking at buying another one, but the people haven't gotten back to me yet. It's a much nicer one. It's not running and driving or anything, and it costs a little bit more money, but if I get that one, then I'm not going to be messing with this one. This one will just be used for parts, which is probably what it should be used for. And the one that I was looking at also has a title, so it'd be way easier to get roadworthy. This one doesn't have a title, and honestly, with the old Ford F250 project, trying to get a title for that, I just think this would be a nightmare to get a title for as well. So that's why I was kind of looking at getting another one of these and just use this for parts. But that's gonna be it. Next time you see this, hopefully it'll be in the garage. I'm not gonna try to video trying to get in there. I think what I'm gonna have to do is get my tractor and just lift up the rear axle and then just kind of push the front in there. But I'm not gonna do that right now. It's probably gonna be a while before I actually get to that. So maybe I'll record it, maybe I won't, I don't know. But it's gonna sit here for the time being. It's not gonna get hurt being outside in the elements. It hasn't rained in a long time anyway, so not really too worried about that either. But not gonna get much worse. Sorry for the ramble. Hope you, well, a lot of you probably won't like this project, but I love these, and this channel is more about what I enjoy doing, not what other people enjoy doing. So hope you enjoy this and stick around and watch this, and we'll see you in the next one.